si Amy Marcos, bumubulusok na yung kanyang
Konsensya.
hindi, bumubulusok na yung kanyang kandidatura. Kailangan niyang buhusan. Kailangan niya isalba. At ang taong bayan, pwede niya ngayong gamitin para mapataas yung kanyang rating. So that's why she's investigating. But the people will not succumb to just mere showing or acting. Pakita mo talaga dito, Amy, na ang tutumbukan natin yung kapatid mo. Ha? Kasi siya ang namumuno dito sa conspiracy na kidnapin si Pangulong Duterte. Sige, patuloy natin yung commentary natin dito sa hearing ng Senado.
Okay, Attorney Saret, please, from DFA. Is that the position of the DFA?
Madam Chair, I concur with my USEC, the current acting SFA, that as far as we are concerned, we're no longer members of the ICC, ma'am.
And as non-members, can we possibly fall under the jurisdiction of the ICC under the rubric of international humanitarian law? Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am, I think, because we, under the...
What's the use of signing or ratifying a treaty if it bears no weight?
Yes, ma'am. I defer, ma'am, to Secretary Remulla.
May I?
This one, ma'am.
I think it's your purview, your DFA.
Yes, ma'am. But yes, ma'am, technically we are no longer a member of the ICC, but we might be obligated under residual jurisdiction as what the Supreme Court in one case already mentioned, that we still have residual jurisdiction. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Yes,
Madam Chair, if I may.
I'm a little bit perplexed given that you are part of the executive. The President has said, as he said for the 100th time, that we are not under the ICC. Why is the SOJ now saying that we are nevertheless, somehow, in some miraculous way, under the rubric of the international humanitarian law, still under its jurisdiction?
Your Honor, it is not the Philippines that is under the jurisdiction. It is the individuals who are charged by the ICC, which is under the jurisdiction. There is a distinction, ma'am.
Please explain.
As non-members of the ICC, and as a state, the ICC has no jurisdiction over us as a country. But over the individuals who may have committed crimes that violate international humanitarian law, that is a universal value being held by the whole world today, that people cannot cross borders and hide behind boundaries so that they can run away from the law. International humanitarian law is something adopted. The principles are adopted by more than 150 countries throughout the world, Your Honor.
Are you of the position, therefore, that international humanitarian law, as you said, is customary law? Is that the consideration?
It is already customary law now. As we speak, it has become customary law throughout the world.
Are you aware that procedural and admin matters do not form part of customary law? Surely the Secretary is well aware that procedural and administrative matters will still have to comply with the laws of the land.
Of course, Madam, this goes without saying.
Administrative matters and other processes will still be in observance, will still be under the processes of the laws of the land. So,
Granting yun, ha?
what happens here?
Arguendo yun.
What happens here? Presuming na yung sinasabi niya
Acceptable yun.
acceptable yun, which is not really true. But with due respect, patuluyan natin yung sinasabi niya. Yung pagdakip, covered pa rin ng ating batas. Yung pagdakip. Because it's still covered by our Constitution, by our laws. Under the Constitution, yung arrest Hindi basta-basta you can just arrest without giving due process to the person. And to determine due process, there must be a court of law that should state whether tama ba yung arrest na yan o hindi. So, maski humanitarian, ano bang tawag? Ano sinasabi? International humanitarian law being now a customary law, and customary law does not include
Individuals.
hindi, it does not include administrative.
Administrative.
Oo.
Dito sa
So,
moving forward.
mga administrative are covered by local laws, including the Constitution of the Philippines.
Especially the procedures.
Oh. So, protected pa rin ang Pilipino. Pero, sinabi na natin earlier na hindi mo pwedeng i-separate dahil ang state at ang tao ay walang state kung walang tao. Walang state kung walang tao. The totality of the people is what comprise the state, and sovereignty resides in the people. Oh. So, a state has sovereignty because because of the people that comprise it, 'di ba? So anyway,
tama po 'yon. Ang NCB Manila ang tumanggap po at 3 o'clock in the morning nung diffusion na sinasabi na may warrant of arrest na po ang ating dating Pangulo, at yun po ang ginamit namin, pinan-out namin.
Tapos pinadala ninyo kaagad sa kapulisan.
Law enforcement agencies po ang mga pinadala natin, ang National Bureau of Investigation, ang Philippine National Police, ang Bureau of Immigration, at pinadalang ko rin po ang Department of Justice.
Okay. Maraming salamat. At may dadagdag yata si Secretary John Vic.
Wala na, ma'am. Wala na, ma'am.
Okay. At was a red notice, itong tinatawag na red notice, iyon ba ang pinadala ng Interpol, Executive Director Alcantara? Kasi ang binanggit mo ngayon, diffusion.
Ang dumating po sa atin ay isang diffusion, isang commonly tinatawag na red diffusion.
Eka, ang pagkaalam ko, iba ang notice at iba ang diffusion. Iklaro po ninyo, alin na natanggap?
Ipapaliwanag ko po. Ang red notice po ay a request for international police cooperation that has been applied for by a member country or entity that are distributed to every member of the organization.
Opo, alam natin yon.
Okay
Pero
po.
ang sabi kanina, red notice ang natanggap. Ngayon ang sinasabi mo, hindi red notice, kundi diffusion lamang.
Tama po.
Alin ba talaga?
Diffusion po.
Walang red notice.
Nagkakaroon po ang general public or everybody ng
Pero alam natin na hindi magkapareho yun.
It's equivalent po to a red notice.
Hindi po.
Ang red,
Mas alam ninyo ito sa akin.
Opo,
Ang
opo.
diffusion po, hindi red notice.
Hindi
Tingnan
po,
lang
hindi
natin
po,
ang
hindi nga po.
website.
Ang diffusion po is a request for international police cooperation that is coming from an entity or another member country that is directed to another member country or
Tama,
several
oo.
countries. Yun po ang pagkakaiba.
Sa member to member,
Opo.
it's an unverified report requesting for information. Humihingi lang, makikipakilang sa kapwa member na kung maaari, tulungan ninyo kami. Pero hindi siya verified, hindi siya dumadaan sa kanilang commissioner, hindi siya pinopost sa website katulad ng red notice.
But
Tama po ba?
It went through the police of the organization's police database. Pumasok din po yun sa database.
Pumasok sa database pero unverified. Maliwanag siya, di ba?
Papaliwanag po na-
So, hindi po red notice ang natanggap, tama?
Diffusion po. A red
Diffusion.
And more technical po, it's a wanted person diffusion.
Tama.
More technical.
So, walang red notice. kapag walang pag-diffusion lang, ang pagkaintindi natin, humingi lang ng impormasyon, di ba?
Hindi po. Meron po tinatawag na red diffusion, blue diffusion.
Oo, maraming kulay yun eh.
Yung sinasabi po niyo na humihingi lang ng impormasyon is blue diffusion.
Okay,
Information.
may kulay ba ito? Yung
Eh,
pinadala sa atin, anong kulay ng diffusion?
Ito po ay wanted person diffusion.
So, walang red notice.
Hindi po siya red notice.
Nakatanggap pa tayo ng red notice at any point?
Itong pong wanted person diffusion na to, pagpasok po sa Interpol sa Leon, pa-process po ng notices and diffusion.
Opo, alam po natin
Okay.
yon. Alam natin yung procedure.
Ang kasunod po
Madalas
nun,
na natin ginawa yan eh.
Kasunod po nun, mag-i-issue sila ng red notice. But this
Teka.
time, dahil po may urgency, they decided na it will go through by
So lumundag na
diffusion.
tayo mula sa diffusion, hindi man lang na-confirm, hindi man lang napagtibayan, hindi man lang nadaan sa commissioner nila, hindi man lang nailagay sa website o naging opisyal, lumundag na po tayo.
Napaka...
Magsisinungaling
Anong pangalan nitong kukok na ito? Alcantara.
Natataranta.
Alcantara, sir. Wala kaming personal against you, pero nauutal po kayo. Yung diffusion, sabi mo wanted person. At ina-admit mo na nagmamadali. Nagmamadali ba? Sinabi niya?
Oo.
Nagmamadali kami. Bakit po kayo nagmamadali? Bakit? Natatakot ba kayo na mawawala si Duterte? O natatakot ba kayo na pag tumagal pa si Duterte ay marami pang sasabihin against Marcos? Bakit nyo inimplementa yung arrest? Wanted person lang eh. That's more of administrative work eh. Dahil unang-una, hindi pa na-verify ng administrative processes ng Interpol. At bago nyo dapat to become official yung sinasabi mong diffusion, to become official so that it will be an official request of Interpol to the Philippines, ay it must have gone to the process, and it will end up with a red notice para ang General Secretary of Interpol will now communicate to the Philippines.
Magmi-meeting muna sila. Ang
Oo.
General Secretariat. Tapos yung red notice, sila mag-i-issue.
Kaya nga, that's what I'm saying is there will be an official issuance to the Philippines ng red notice. Yun dapat ang magiging basihan ni Marcos na sasabihin niya, we respect Interpol. There is already a warrant of arrest na galing sa Interpol to implement the ICC's warrant of arrest. But walang ganon, Marcos. Niloko ka, ginuyo ka ng mga tao mo, kasi wala kang alam, wala kang utak. Pag sinabing, ay sir, may ano na sa Interpol, may taga-Interpol bang pumunta dito? Normally, when red notice is being issued, mayroon niyang Interpol na
Representative. Doon sa arrest area.
Oo, arrest area. Ito, ano lang ito, administrative communication lang. Informing that there is a wanted person. Pero how can you inform that the Duterte is a wanted person when in fact he has no record as a wanted person in the ICC? Paano? Paano naman, sobra naman kasinungalingan ang ginagawa nyo. Sobra namang ginagawa nyo ng script lahat ito.
Actually, may technicality dyan, Secretary. Dahil March 7, in-issue ang warrant of arrest ng ICC. Biyernes yun. Sabado, linggo, walang pasok. So, redacted yon, secret. Hindi ho di-declassify yan. Hindi bubuksan yan. They will not make it a public document until somebody from the Philippines assures that it can be enforced. Kaya, March 7, nag-issue na sila ng diffusion request. Yung 3 o'clock in the morning ng Tuesday, 2 working days ang lumampas, Friday at Monday. Doon lang kinonfirm. Yun ang nangyari. Hindi yung 3 o'clock na tanggap nyo yung notice. Bakit? Hindi ho bubuksan yun. Hindi ho i-declassify yun from secret to public document kung hindi nyo i-assure and in-assure nyo noong 3 o'clock in the morning na pwede nyong gawin.
Actually, ang totoo talaga, walang communication directly ang Interpol eh. In fact, ang natanggap nila itong communication from NCB Manila.
Yun.
Ito from ICC, directly from ICC. Hindi from Interpol eh. Ito, basahin ko yung date March 10, 2025 from ICC, International Criminal Court, to NCB. Dapat, hindi ba dapat to NCB from Interpol? Pero this one comes from ang International Criminal Court ang nagbigay ng instruction, nag-instruction dito sa NCB Manila. Ito basahin ko kaya paltos yung sinasabi nyo, paltos yung sinasabi ni Marcos na ang Interpol nilirespeto. Hindi po Interpol ang nagsabi sa inyo na hulihin nyo si Duterte. Ito direkta galing sa ICC. Ito from ICC, International Criminal Court, date 3/2025, March 10, 2025, to NCB Manila, Philippines. Importance, high. Duterte, R00, RIGO, DOB, 28, 3/28/1945, wanted NCB, message, reference W1800394, 225, Interpol file number 2025-19258, particular request. Please, ito galing sa ICC ito kasi from ICC please arrest the subject of the diffusion of this diffusion. This diffusion is transmitted after prior consultation with the government of the Philippines, who has agreed to comply with this request for arrest. This diffusion relates to the international warrant of arrest reference in this diffusion, which has also been formally transmitted to the government of the Philippines. Mayroon bang Interpol dito? Wala po ang Interpol. Ang ginawa lang ng Interpol, tinransmit lang nila yung letter ng ICC. Hindi address sa Interpol, mga kababayan. The letter of ICC is directly directly to the NCB.
What does diffusion mean? Ang meaning po ng diffusion, ikalat ninyo. To diffuse.
So, wanted lang. Walang, So, ang sinasabi dito talaga, walang Interpol, Marcos. Niloko ka lang. Binasa mo sana yung sulat na ang ICC mismo ang nagbigay sa Pilipinas So, yun po mga kababayan, makinig po kayo sa kasinungalingan nitong mga tao ni Marcos, at si Marcos is just a sitting duck. Wala pong kaalam-alam, pinid lang nila at nagbigay ng press con. Anong sinasabi niya? At 3:30, I received a word from John Vic. Nandyan na daw yung warrant of arrest coming from Interpol. Tapos, at 6 a.m., nandyan na, may kopya na tayo. Pero, hindi mo na-realize na niloko lang kayo. Walang red notice. It's just a diffusion. Just to inquire over a wanted person. So, yun ang role ng Interpol, para lang to inform. Pero, ang ICC, yung kanyang sulat, talagang directed to the Philippine government. Dahil, ang sinasabi dito sa sulat, may usapan na kayo, Marcos, or yung mga tao mo, si Rimulya, pumunta doon sa, siguro yun ang nagmaniobra sa ICC, na bigyan, na ipatupad na yung warrant of arrest. Kaya, ang sinabi ng ICC to the NCB, ay direkta. Pareng, ano masabi mo, pareng?
Well, at kasi silang i-fast break yan. Kasi kung yan ay talagang red notice, hindi yan pwedeng release even by March 11. Kasi dadaan sa proseso. Ngayon, tong diffusion na sinasabi nila, wala hong vetting yan.
Kasi
General Secretariat.
bakit umubra yung diffusion? When in fact, in reality, and in actuality, hindi dapat yan uubra. You know, if you want to arrest a person, yung diffusion, hindi yan. Pero, ang nangyayari po, mga kababayan, niloko tayo.
Confusion?
Ng gobyerno.
Confusion?
Yung diffusion, hindi po yan magagamit to arrest a person kung walang usapan. So, sinasabi dito, may usapan na ang ICC at ang Philippine government na kung padalhan kayo namin ng information na may warrant of arrest kami, tatanggapin nyo yun maski diffusion lang, hindi red notice. So, in other words, they bypass the process, paring Ado. And yet, Marcos used as an excuse the Interpol, in spite the fact, mga kababayan, na walang proseso ang ginawa pa ang Interpol.
Hindi kasi pwede.
The General Secretary of Interpol is not even aware. The administrative personnel of Interpol is not even aware. Doon lang yan sa website at binigyan lang ng kopya ang Pilipinas, and the copy of the letter says that it is the ICC telling the NCB
National Central
to
Bureau.
implement the arrest. National
Central Bureau ng Philippine Center for Transnational Crime.
So, yun po, walang red notice. Walang katuturan, walang participation, legal and formal participation ang Interpol. And yet, Marcos was being fooled by people to make a speech that hindi daw natin pwedeng tanggihan ang Interpol dahil baka sa future. But these are all drama. These are all moro-moro. Because wala naman talagang formal information or documents ang Interpol na pinadala sa ating bansa para sila ay magkaroon ng formal na ugnayan.
By the way,
And that the only document that would do that is a red notice, mga kababayan.
ito pong balitang ito, no? Is breaking news sa Daily Tribune as we speak. Nilabas na nila
Yes.
yung confirmation nitong balitang ito.
Oh.
Daily Tribune.
Oh, biro mo, this came out with the Manila Times. Now, I'm hoping the mainstream media, for the sake of the truth, for the sake of a peaceful Filipino nation, gumalaw na kayo, huwag kayong manatiling bayarin sa ating mga media practitioners. Kawawa naman ang ating bansa, mag-away-away dahil lang nagkakaroon ng kasinungalingan ang gobyerno, mga kababayan. Mayroon pang isang sinabi si Secretary Boyeng Remulla na under daw RA 9851, may option daw ang gobyerno. Sinasabi niya, under the 9851, ito yung section 17 ng RA 9851. In the interest of justice, the relevant Philippine authorities may dispense with the investigation or prosecution of a crime punishable under this act if another court or international tribunal is already conducting the investigation or undertaking the prosecution of such crime. Instead, the authorities may surrender or extradite suspected or accused persons in the Philippines to the appropriate international court, if any, or to another state pursuant to the applicable extradition laws and treaties. Alam mo, mga kababayan, na yung or, hindi yon nag-separate.
Pareho.
That's a continuing na yung una, i-focus mo nga uli. Yung or, mga kababayan, hindi yan a separation to another by statutory interpretation. Ito po yung sinasabi, suspected or accused persons in the Philippines to the appropriate international court. Kung wala yang if any, that should have read as to the appropriate international court pursuant to the applicable extradition laws and treaties.
Yun ang dapat na naka-highlight. Pursuant to the applicable extradition laws.
Hindi mo pwedeng i-separate, otherwise magbabago yung tenor
Yung said,
Either it is to an international court or to another state. It follows that in either case, it is still pursuant to the extradition laws and treaties. So, subject pa rin sa extradition law ng Pilipinas or sa treaty na pinirmahan, which at this moment, we are no longer a member. So, ang applicable lang extradition law. Oo. So, yung sinasabi niyang surrender, subject pa rin yan sa extradition laws of the Philippines. Pwede mong you will opt for the surrender, pero you are still subject to the extradition laws and treaties.
Si Dilima ang gumawa niyang theory na yan. She did not include pursuant to the application extradition laws and treaties. Na ngayon ginagamit ni Boyeng Remulla.
mga kababayan, ang sinasabi ni Boying, pinaghiwalay niya yung ginamit niya yung or to separate, when in fact yung pursuant to treaties and extradition laws also covers the surrender of the person to the international court, but pursuant to existing extradition laws and treaties. Yun ang interpretation dyan.
The surrender mo, extradite mo, is still
Because it will be absurd. Dapat bago mag-comment, tingnan muna yung purpose ng batas. Nung Congress. What is the purpose? Mahirap naman yung ipaubaya mo na lang sa buhaya sa international court kung walang safeguard to protect the interest of the Filipino citizen.
At yun nga mga kababayan, anong masasabi niyo sa balitang ito? Maaring ihayag ang inyong opinyon at kuro-kuro sa comment section sa ibaba. Huwag din kalimutang mag-like, mag-subscribe at mag-share sa bidyong ito. Maraming salamat sa panonood.